The video game industry continues to make waves in crypto and blockchain, and now the gaming giant Ubisoft is going to become a corporate baker on the Tezos network. That is bullish, and I'm gonna tell you why. Stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of your Digit Hustle News. So, popular French video game publisher Ubisoft, we all know them, we all love them, creators of such titles as Tom Clancy, Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, etc. But they're set to become a validator node on the Tezos ecosystem. Now, for those who don't know, I'm going to tell you what that means. With them becoming a validator or Tezos corporate baker, they're essentially responsible for processing transactions on the Tezos blockchain. Okay. Why is that bullish for Tezos? Because it increases their use case, guys. We all know Tezos is good from the DeFi perspective. They've carved their way through the NFTs. Their blockchain is being adopted by massive corporations. This is a good year for Tezos, but let's get into the article. Ubisoft, the video game studio behind such titles as Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, and the Tom Clancy series, will become a corporate Tezos baker or validator node. In a statement issued this morning, Ubisoft announced its partnership with Tezos-backed Nomadic Labs that will see the latter creating a validator node on the Tezos network. As a Tezos baker, Ubisoft, via its Strategic Innovation Lab, will join the group of validator nodes that authenticate and add transaction blocks to the network. Bakers also distribute rewards earned from validating transactions to wallets that have delegated their stake Tezos. So, simply, guys, if you want to specifically stake on the Ubisoft network, if you want to use that as a baker, certain Tezos staking platforms, Atomic Wallet, for example, they allow you to choose which staking pool you want to enter in, and pretty soon we'll start seeing a Ubisoft or Nomadic Labs bake where you can, stake with Ubisoft and see what their rewards are like, because each baker offers different rewards. Okay, they don't necessarily vary too wild, ranging anywhere from like 6 to 9%, depending on where you go. But we'll see in due time. According to the announcement, the move to become a Tezos baker is part of Ubisoft's broader plans of exploring the opportunities provided by novel technologies like blockchain. Following the announcement, the video game company will be added to the list of 277 bakers on the Tezos network. Commenting on the company's decision to run a validator node on the Tezos network, Nicolas Pouard, blockchain initiative director at Ubisoft, stated, Ubisoft believes that blockchain has the potential to bring new possibilities to players and developers alike. And this new collaboration will allow us to pursue our innovation efforts with an ecosystem that aligns with our environmental friendly approach, thanks to its proof of stake consensus algorithm. I highlighted that environmentally friendly thing, guys, because like I allude to all the time, it's going to be a reoccurring theme this summer. Just watch out for it. But indeed, Tezos is not the first blockchain project to attract Ubisoft's attention in the area of transaction authentication. As previously reported by Cointelegraph, Ubisoft became a block producer on the UOS network back in January of 2020. With emerging developments at the intersection of blockchain and gaming, Ubisoft has been reportedly exploring adoption use cases for novel technology in gaming to remain competitive in the industry. If you've been with me for a minute, I covered a project called Zebedee, which Ubisoft is behind. It runs on the Bitcoin Lightning Network, and they're allowing people to play some of your favorite first-person shooters and earn crypto while you're at it. So Ubisoft is not messing around when it comes to blockchain and gaming. Just for curiosity purposes, let's see if we can see all of the validators here on the Tezos space. Just before we go. Okay. So yeah, guys, baking-bad.org is where you can get a list of all of the Tezos bakers and the percentages. Okay, estimated return on investment, payout amounts, whoop, de-whoop, de-whoop. These are some better alternatives than, staking your Tezos on exchanges. Okay, staking your Tezos on exchanges. Of course, you're always do your own research, guys. IB's not a financial advisor, but I am another man with a family that's trying to make it out here. And from one man to another, I'm telling you, do your own research. Do your own research. But guys, yeah, 227 delegation services. But that's it for this video, guys. Just wanted to give you some breaking news from the Tezos front. Big partnership, Ubisoft. We are here. We are here. But with that being said, guys, thanks for coming back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. You can always get down at me in the comment section, as well as the link section. You can find my social media, my other website, library, Pipe Flare. It's where I get my free Dogecoin and free Zcash. Also, BitClout, as well as KuCoin for those who are new to crypto and you want to get on board with a pretty decent platform and you're in the United States, and it will give you exposure to the up-and-coming cryptos, those low-cap gems that just make people rich overnight. You can check out KuCoin. But with that being said, guys, I want you to have a great day. I want you to have a prosperous day. Most importantly, make that money. I'll see you in the next video.
What do you think makes this kind of a blockchain particularly valuable for this space, for gaming in particular?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few different things. Like obviously being able to contract with another person in the game is potentially valuable if you're doing something like an RPG, where you're sort of replicating real world contracts, right? Because it's sort of an open-ended, loose, you make it what you will. For something like a digital collectible card game, which is what we're approaching with Kos, what's interesting is using a smart contract to, I guess, work on secondaries markets in the game itself, and that's traditionally something that's very broken with other models. It also, in our particular instance with a public blockchain, when you tie assets to a public blockchain from a game, you allow people to experiment more. So in traditional collectible card games, a lot of times users will take cards, physical cards, and then find new ways to create play patterns or rules. And more often than not, those become more popular than the original way that's been dictated. So it's about facilitating the same type of experimentation in the case of collectible card games that allowed the physical format to thrive. And with things like RPGs, like obviously you can port, kind of your wallet and show that you have the stake and sort of configure and contract with other people who play the game. That's one, use case, but ultimately, I think that's less compelling, obviously, which is why I'm working on collectible card games, because I think it's hitting a much more difficult issue that's more fundamental to the digitization of those products.